Just a heads up before this first episode of the AgentZy Podcast goes live, before you guys listen to it in about 30 seconds, I do want to give a fair warning that the microphone quality goes a little bit up and down, so I'm so sorry about the microphone quality. I will try to fix the microphone quality for the next episode of the AgentZy Podcast, but as the first episode's test run, whatever you want to call it, it was decent, so hopefully you guys can enjoy the rest of the episode of me just rambling on. And yeah, sorry for the microphone quality issues. We will improve upon that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode. If you guys do watch the entire thing, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace. Welcome to the AgentZy Podcast. I am your host, AgentCuato. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first episode of the AgentZy Podcast. We're just going to be talking about some video games, and hopefully this time I am going to be by myself. So episode 1, obviously by myself. We do plan to get future guests in the future, but for now, probably the first few episodes of this series on the AgentZy Intel YouTube channel and everything else. I do plan to do all of these podcasts every single Friday, and I'll see if I can try to get a guest every time. But for now, the first few episodes, they will be just by me, AgentCuato. So yeah, let's get on to episode 1 of the AgentZy Podcast. This is being recorded on 6/25/20 at 10 p.m. So I mean, we had some pretty dang good news. Obviously, everything right now is raw. I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm not gonna do anything. So this is just raw commentary. So if I say anything dumb, then you guys will know. But enough of blabbering on. Let's get on to the first episode of the AgentZy Podcast. So I'm going to be talking what I've been playing. I just been playing recently Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Obviously a super long game. I'm probably never going to finish Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I'm about 60 hours into the game. And overall, my thoughts on the game right now are pretty positive. I mean, I probably have maybe another 30 to 40 hours left in it. But other than that, it's a pretty good game. And that's just with the main story. I'm not even close to finishing it. I think I'm on chapter 13, 14. So I'm probably at the end game of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I did start off with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And obviously, I know Xenoblade Chronicles X released back in 2015, 2016 for the Wii U. Probably the last few years of the Wii U before it obviously went downhill. Then the Nintendo Switch came out. But yeah, I started off with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've been enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition a lot. And like I said, I'm on chapter 13, chapter 14. I forget. I haven't been playing. It's been about 2 days since I played, but I do plan on finishing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition in the time being. And I'll probably give out a review of it, maybe later on in the channel. I'm not sure how long until that review will go up. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Pretty good game. But other than that, let's get on with the podcast. I just been rambling on. Great start to the podcast, man. But yeah, this week in gaming started off pretty good, man. Smash Bros. DLC character number 6 presented by Sakurai at his house. So, we all expected a new DLC character for Monday, which was this Monday. We got Min Min from the ARMS video game that was released back in 2017. And other than that, I'm actually kind of shocked that they did choose Min Min, even though it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that they did choose Min Min. I mean, obviously, it's pretty. I mean, I'm not much into the ARMS game. I played the demo of it. I played the demo, and I'm pretty sure that's the only experience that I've ever had for ARMS. It came out in summer of 2017. I know. I think the last time I checked, it sold about maybe 1.5 million copies, 2 million copies. I know it wasn't a super huge success for the Switch, but 1 to 2 millions in the first. I think it was the first year, if I'm not mistaken. 1 or 2 million units for the first year of the Switch, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna sell more with Min Min being included in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But yeah, we got Min Min, a super long distance fighter. I mean, I know people wanted Twin Tail, Ninjara, or Ribbon Girl and I know like most people are like, oh, why is it in Springman? I mean, Springman's already a assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I'm pretty sure the most popular ideas for the Smash Brothers character that was going to be introduced this week on Monday, I'm pretty sure I've seen all the talk on Twitter and everything and YouTube videos around everywhere that Twin Tail was probably the most popular one, and then other than that it was Min Min, and then other than that it was Ninjara, the green ninja dude. But yeah, we did end up getting Min Min as the DLC pack number 6. Releasing June 29th, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, June 29th, Min Min will release for the Fighter Pass number 2. And dude, you know what's nuts about this? That this is just number 1 of the DLC number 2. We still got 5 more fighters till the end of 2021. I mean, that's what the little word said on the bottom. But yeah, dude, Min Min, based on the gameplay and everything else, it looks... I mean, I haven't really personally played Smash Brothers in a bit of a long time. I think I've only been recently visiting Smash Brothers, going back to the DLC fighters. Obviously, we had Joker from Persona 5, we have Hero from Dragon Quest 11, and then it was Banjo and Kazooie, and then it was Terry Bogard from King of Fighters, and then the last DLC character, which is probably the most controversial character. I mean, I personally didn't mind, but obviously the most controversial character from the first Fighters Pass to end off all the Fighter Pass hype and everything, it was Byleth. Byleth from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and that's another thing I need to get to. I need to start playing some Fire Emblem 3 Houses, man, literally. Literally. But yeah, Min Min from ARMS. I'll probably check out the ARMS game, probably like when it's on sale for like $30 or like $20. I mean, it's like I know you can play with a controller, like not like actual the motion controls for the Joy-Cons. I'm pretty sure you could play ARMS with just the Pro controller. But I don't know, it feels a little bit off that ARMS really got a representation in this. I mean, I know we shouldn't be surprised. Obviously, it's Nintendo, and then Sakurai's just gonna listen to whatever Nintendo has planned for Smash Brothers and everything. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. When did they reveal that they were gonna add an ARMS character? I believe after Byleth, right? Or at the beginning of this year. I forget when they announced that an ARMS rep. No. Oh, I remember. They said that an ARMS representative was gonna come out in the last Nintendo Direct, or the Direct Mini, back in March. Yeah, it was the Direct Mini where they confirmed the release day. No, not confirmed the release day. I think it was the one before Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Oh man, I gotta look back up. But yeah, I think it was about 4 months ago where they did say that the next DLC fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be a representative from ARMS. Oh, I remember. Okay, I'm pretty sure the first episode of this podcast is like going everywhere else. But yeah, I remember the Direct was the ending. The ending of this Direct ended with Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. I forgot. I completely forgot that it ended with Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass. That's when they announced that there was going to be an ARMS represented fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, she could change arms. She could change from the dragon arm that she has on her. Only her right arm can change. Dragon arm, and then to the ram, the little circle disc thing, and then the Watt arm, the one that looks like a what's it called, like one of those underwater mines, like the circle mines. And then the other arm was obviously, oh yeah, another dragon arm. But yeah, you can switch through arms. You can switch only the right arm. You can attack from a pretty large distance, which is pretty dang insane. You could do it from a big distance, and overall, I think this is a pretty damn good addition to this roster. We still got 5 more fighters. We're probably not gonna find out the DLC number 7 probably till like September, August, or September, August, or October, to be honest, because the Fighter Pass completion for number 2, it does say in the bottom text, if you really look at it, it says 2021 all the fighters will be released. So yeah, pretty much the speculation. I know people want Sora in Smash. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure like the creator of Kingdom Hearts and everyone else back at Square Enix, they did say that they did want Sora, but supposedly I'm not sure if no, they said it was Disney's decision to see if they wanted to have Sora in Smash. Other than that, Gino, I'm still seeing a lot of talk about Gino in Smash. Personally, I've never played Super Mario RPG, which was where Gino was introduced. I think Super Mario RPG 7 stars, something of the 7 stars. I need to go back through and like start playing the older games. But yeah, Future Fighter, I don't know. I'm pretty much satisfied right now with the Fighters Pass 1 and so far the Fighters Pass 2. I think Fighter Pass 2 is $30 from what I do believe. It is, yeah, I think it is $30. It's either $30 or $25. No, it's 30. Yeah, it's $30. Fighter Pass 1 was $25. Obviously, they sell the fighter for $6 a piece or /$5.99 each one. But yeah, Min Min releasing in literally 1 week after the presentation. Oh, literally after 1 week after the presentation, we did get the cool little animation trailer from it, which shows Captain Falcon and Kirby at the ramen place eating noodles, and I'm pretty sure that was like the snap confirmation of Min Min going into Smash. I think they should have started off in the fighting stadium, because obviously if they're in the fighting stadium, we don't actually know who the fighter is. But since they started the trailer with Captain Falcon and Kirby eating ramen, people were like, oh, easy. Min Min has been confirmed, dude. Min Min has been confirmed. And you know what? I'm excited to play her on Monday. I personally haven't bought the Fighters Pass 2. I'm probably going to buy the Fighter Pass 2 on Saturday or Sunday. Just so when I get back to work, when I come home from work on that day, I'll probably I'll download the update for Min Min. And just probably test out maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know, man. I fell off of Smash Ultimate pretty damn quick, dude. Pretty damn quick. But yeah, Min Min coming to June 29th. And they also did do some Mii Fighter costumes, which I'm pretty sure is like kind of expected whenever a new fighter has been revealed. They've been doing these Mii Fighter costume packs ever since the first DLC fighter for where Joker was. I think, yeah, they started the DLC Mii Fighters for Joker and like everyone else. And yeah, let's see. The Mii Fighters, let me pull this up. The Mii Fighters costumes, it started off with Ninjara, which obviously Sakurai said that it was either between Ninjara or Min Min, but obviously the producer of ARMS said that they wanted Min Min in Smash Brothers. And then we have a character from Tekken. I'm sorry if I mispronounced this. It's Hihachi, a fighter from Tekken. I'm not much of a fighting fan. Obviously, that's like kind of like what's it called? It's I'm like stepping back because obviously I'm talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but like any other traditional fighting game like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, I'm not really much of a fighter, so I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool for Tekken fans. We got the Squid Sisters, if I can even speak. We got the Squid Sisters, we got Marie and Callie. I'm pretty sure that they were in Smash 4, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure the Squid Sisters were in Smash 4, but obviously, I don't remember if they were. I know they brought back some Mii costumes from Smash 4 and introduced them back in Ultimate. But yeah, we got the costumes for the Squid Sisters. And then, dude, they announced freaking Vault Boy from Fallout, the mascot, in Smash Bros. Ultimate as a Mii costume. First it was Sans, and then it was Cuphead, and now we got Vault Boy from Fallout. I mean, I've not been a real Fallout fan. I don't think I've played a Fallout game before. I've seen some gameplay here and there, but I know the only good games out there are like Fallout New Vegas and like Fallout 3. But yeah, Vault Boy is coming to Smash as a Mii fighter, which is, you know what? That's pretty damn good. And obviously, we did have some DLC amiibo confirmed. dude. Dude, you know what's crazy? That we have like about like 75 Min Min is going to be the 76th fighter in Smash Brothers Ultimate. They released about maybe like 50 or 55 amiibo for the Smash 4 and Smash 4 3DS. And then we got like probably like about the other remaining fighters that they had in Smash Brothers Ultimate. So we're gonna have DLC amiibos, probably gonna cost around $15 to $16 or like $13. I think the amiibo prices for the Smash Brothers amiibos go from like $13 to like $17. But yeah, we do have it. Sakurai did show the Joker amiibo. He showed the Hero amiibo, which is absolutely insane that we're gonna have a freaking Persona amiibo. We're gonna have a Persona amiibo, and then we're gonna have an amiibo for the Hero from Dragon Quest 11. And then obviously the amiibo after that is Banjo and Kazooie, which I find is going to be a little bit tricky to produce, because obviously Banjo-Kazooie is a property owned by Microsoft, and since Nintendo is going to make an amiibo based on a Microsoft product, I'm not sure how that product is going to go. Probably it's obviously going to be released, because Sakurai did just confirm that we are going to have DLC amiibo. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is probably going to be the I think Banjo-Kazooie is going to be the less selling DLC amiibo than Terry. Because obviously it's Terry after that, and then it's Byleth, and then after Byleth is Min Min. But yeah, I think it's either going to be Terry or Banjo-Kazooie that are going to be the lowest selling amiibo. Maybe Hero. Maybe Hero would be the less selling DLC amiibo. Because I know when they revealed Hero, I think of E3 of 2019. They started off the show with Hero being introduced as a fighter, and I know most people were like, "Oh my God, it's another sword character." Fast forward like 2 months. Fast forward another year, boom, we're gonna have Byleth as a freaking as a sword character. But yeah, there wasn't too much positive retraction or like reaction that Hero had. So DLC amiibo sales probably the highest selling amiibo will probably be Joker. After that, it'll probably be it's probably gonna be Byleth. I know Byleth is oh dude, are they gonna have a male and female Byleth, or are they just gonna have the regular male Byleth for the amiibo? That's an interesting point. Yeah, I think, are they gonna sell 2 amiibos for Byleth? A male version and a female version? Probably or probably not. I'm not sure. So yeah, it's probably gonna be Joker is probably gonna be the best selling amiibo, probably the hardest one to find. Second will probably be Byleth. Third will probably be Hero. Fourth will be Banjo, and the last one will probably be Terry. But yeah, we got some DLC amiibo. DLC amiibo. We got DLC expansions to the amiibo line. But yeah, overall the presentation that Sakurai did on Monday, obviously it was at 7 in the morning where I live, here PST. But yeah, 7 a.m. It lasted about 35 minutes, which is pretty insane that it lasted that long. But yeah, you know what? I'm overall happy with the presentation. Probably like an 8 out of 10. Pretty neutral. And we're probably not going to get the next fighter probably till like August, September, or even October, dude. Especially with the whole COVID situation that's going on around in the world. DLC and everything else, game plans have been delayed, and I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but you know what, they managed to pull this one off. Sakurai recorded from his home dude. His setup is insane, dude. Can we just talk about freaking Sakurai's setup, dude? He has 2 TVs and like I think that he probably had like about maybe like 15 consoles, like super neat, dude, super neat below his TV station. But yeah, future fighters for the DLC pass for 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I honestly don't even know, dude. They have pulled a surprise every single which way. I personally still want Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to make it as a fighter, but he is a Mii costume. So I do believe Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably a dead candidate, because he does have a full-blown Mii costume. But you never know. The Inklings has a Mii costume, so you know there's still a slight chance of hope that there will be Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that will go to the Fighters Pass for Smash Brothers Ultimate. And yeah, I don't think I have much to talk to. I need to get better at these transitions. Sorry for like the first weird episode of the AgentZy Podcast, but you know what? We're starting off. This is raw video, dude. That probably sounds super wrong. I'm so sorry if I freaking if I made that sound wrong and everything else. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna get better with the episodes and everything. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic. After the Smash Brothers presentation, we did have a Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time gameplay reveal trailer set to release in October, the first week of October. I forget the date, dude. I think it's October 2nd. October 2nd for Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. And yeah, the game looks great. I'm not too much of a Crash Bandicoot fan. I'll just be honest with you guys. I've never played a Crash game. I know there's a few Crash games out there. Crash Team Racing, the Crash Bandicoot games, obviously. And I think there's another spin-off of the Crash Bandicoot IP. I'm not sure what the other spin-off is, but I think there's another one. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4. It's probably going to be the my first ever Crash Bandicoot game that I'm going to buy. I'll probably pick up the Insane Trilogy on the Switch or the Xbox. I'm not sure if the trilogy for Bandicoot's on Steam. I'll probably look into that, but I'll probably buy the Insane Trilogy for the Switch, because obviously that's probably my most gaming platform at the moment, which is the Switch. It's the Switch first, and then the Xbox, and then the PC. But yeah, dude, Crash Bandicoot 4, it looks good. I'm not sure too much about the lore. It started off with the doctor, scientist guy, whatever his name is. Yeah, that's how you know I don't know anything about Crash Bandicoot. I don't even know I don't even know who the bad guy is, man. It starts off with the trailer that he's been trapped in the past, supposedly. He's been trapped in the past, supposedly. And instead of banishing him to the Shadow Realm forever, he has come back stronger than ever. But supposedly we get to play as him also, because there is multiple characters in Crash Bandicoot 4. You can play Crash, you can play the other chick, I forget what her name is, I don't know what it is, and then you can play as the doctor scientist guy. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, revealed and released October, dude. October 2nd, I do believe. October 2nd is going to be the release date for Crash Bandicoot 4. And I think the only reason I'm talking about this in this part of the first episode of the AgentZy Podcast is because Jeff Keighley, dude, he posted the most funniest picture of him and Crash, like I believe at his house or something, with Crash Bandicoot having the largest face mask. Dude, that was like covering his whole mouth. And you know, freaking the Crash Bandicoot costumes that they have, dude, that picture was hilarious, man. Dude, that picture was damn freaking hilarious, man. So that's probably the only reason I'm covering Crash Bandicoot 4. Once I play the Insane Trilogy, I'll probably be a little bit more hyped for Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. But other than that, the game looks good, actually. You do get some pre-order bonuses if you do order it pre-install it or digitally pre-order. I'm not sure how digital pre-orders work, but you do get like a weird costume or like a weird skin of some kind. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4, probably the 10th time that I've been saying it, has been announced and will be releasing in October, which is very nice. And now we're probably going to get to the most controversial topic of this week. That's not The Last of Us 2, don't worry. I'm probably not going to talk about The Last of Us 2, but maybe I will. But the most controversial part of this week regarding gaming news was the Pokemon Presents. Pokemon Presents came out pretty big last week. They announced Pokemon Smile, man. What can you do, man? They announced Pokemon Smile, the banger hit of the century, dude. Where Pokemon, dude, you can brush your teeth, you can become a Pokemon, you can become Charizard, you can become Squirtle or whatever. I haven't downloaded the app, so I'm not sure if these Pokemon are in. So yeah, we got Pokemon Smile, dude, the biggest banger of them all. We got Pokemon Cafe Mix from last week. And obviously, the lowest game of the whole presentation was new Pokemon Snap. Nobody cared about new Pokemon Snap. I'm just gonna do Pokemon Snap, dude. Oh man, dude, that game looks gorgeous, dude. New Pokemon Snap looked gorgeous. Obviously, the biggest hit that hit the internet last week on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday that they did the presentation at 6 a.m. dude. 6 a.m. they did the presentation, man. We need to start doing these Pokemon presentations like at 6:30 in the morning, dude. 6:30 to 7 a.m., dude. That's the earliest I wake up. But 6 a.m., dude, I was like, nah, I'm not going to wake up for this. I'm not going to wake up for this. But like the Smash Brothers reveal event, it was at 7 a.m. So I was like, you know what? That's a pretty reasonable time. But yeah, let's go back to Pokemon Presents. Pokemon Presents Pokemon Unite. At first off, I thought this was a online Pokemon battle game. I woke up that day on Wednesday. I went to Twitter. I was like, okay, let's see what Pokemon news was released. Is it going to be Pokemon Let's Go Johto? Is it going to be Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes? Is it going to be Pokemon Stadium? Is it going to be Pokemon XD Zale of Darkness, the one with Lugia, Dark Lugia in it? What's it going to be? 10 cents, like, you know what, man? All those games that you said? Nah. Throw that out the window. Pokemon Unite, a MOBA game coming to the Nintendo Switch and to mobile platforms by Tencent. I'm not sure. Did they announce a release date? Like a release window? That's how you know how much I care about this, because I don't know when I don't know what the release window is. But yeah, Pokemon Unite. It's basically a League of Legends type game, which I'm pretty sure it's like a 5v5 online multiplayer game. But the interesting part of that about Pokemon Unite is that it's a Pokemon. You obviously play as Pokemon. You capture other Pokemon or defeat other Pokemon to gain XP. After you gain a certain amount of XP, your Pokemon can evolve. They did show a Charmander catch a Pokemon or defeat a Pokemon, and then it evolved to a Charmeleon. So I'm not sure how that mechanic is going to work in Pokemon Unite. But it looks, I don't know, man. I'm not really into those types of strategy games. I know like so many people love League of Legends and the other spin-off games, type of games that are like that. But obviously League of Legends is the most popular one, which has like lots of esports stuff and like huge updates. They also have like a spin-off game that they revealed at the Game Awards. I'm not sure. Is it like an anime game or like some weird? It's like a what's it called? Is it a story game? Is it a Telltale series game that they announced at the Game Awards? See, look, this is how you know I'm not a League of Legends player. This is how you know I'm not a real gamer, man. This is how you know I'm not a real gamer. But yeah, Pokemon Unite. The most disliked video in the Pokemon channel. I think it's probably the most disliked video that the Pokemon company has uploaded. I think the last time I checked, it had like about 50,000 dislikes, which I could understand why people are upset about it, because obviously so many people were like, oh, dude, it's gonna be Let's Go Johto, or it's gonna be Diamond and Pearl remakes, because you know what? It's been a while since we had a remake game, even though the last remake game was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee that was released in 2018. And obviously they did release Pokemon Sword and Shield in November 17th, I believe. November 17th of last year. Which I thought it was a pretty okay game. For Pokemon. I know so many people hated on Pokemon Sword and Shield, but personally for me, Pokemon Sword and Shield was a fun game. Was one of the funnest Pokemon games that I played since Pokemon Black and White 2. That was the last time I actually like had fun with Pokemon, dude. Pokemon Black and White 2. Pokemon X and Y, even though I did get it day one, I'm not sure, dude. The whole transition from the 2D sprites to 3D, it felt like a little bit off because we were so used to the 2D sprites and everything else. Like the 2D sprites, the battle mechanics. Simple battle mechanics, nothing crazy, no mega evolution, no Z crystal moves, no super freaking ultra buff stats here and there, even though I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that. But yeah, that was the last time I actually had fun playing, was Pokemon Sword and Shield, even though so many people do hate it for good reason. I'm not saying Pokemon Sword and Shield is a super ultra good game. It does have its flaws, but it was the last Pokemon game that I did enjoy from Pokemon Black and White 2. And I think that was the problem that most people were going into Pokemon Presents, that they were going to announce another big Pokemon game. Obviously, they did announce new Pokemon Snap. That was last week. But, to be honest, I don't think new Pokemon Snap is going to sell that much. It's probably going to sell maybe like 3 to 5 million? 3 to 5 million in like 2 to 3 years? Because I don't really see too many people picking up new Pokemon Snap. Obviously it's a huge nostalgia for like so many people like me, even though I'm only like 22 years old. But dude, I love Pokemon Snap on the N64, man. Freaking love Pokemon Snap, dude. Even though like I took the worst pictures in this game, and obviously throwing Charmeleon to the freaking volcano to evolve into a Charizard, and then throwing the weird giant egg also to the volcano to hatch a freaking Moltres. But yeah, Pokemon Snap, I don't think it's really gonna sell well. You guys are probably cut me off and be like, you know what? Boom, this episode 1 of the AgentZy Podcast, boom, it's wrong. Bam, boom, boom, it's wrong. Pokemon Snap 6 to 7 million seller. You know what? I'll be like, you know what? That's more than I expected. I expected new Pokemon Snap to probably sell like 2 to 3 million units. But you know what? They could probably come out with a Nintendo Labo version of new Pokemon Snap. Boom, it's in seller. But yeah, Pokemon Unite. I know I'm probably rambling off. There you go, rambling off about in this podcast, but Pokemon Unite, people are sleeping on Pokemon Unite. If Pokemon Unite does have decent gameplay, and what's the thing called? Decent gameplay, and overall, if the market does accept Pokemon Unite, I can really see Pokemon Unite being like one of the best multiplayer esports title of the year, dude, to be honest. Even though it's going to be hard, because there's not too much of a player pool that does play like League of Legends, even though League of Legends probably like a bad example. There is obviously a ton of people that do play that. But man, dude, Pokemon Unite, I'm pretty sure if it does land right, it is going to have a good impact in the gaming community. Pokemon, not the necessarily hardcore audience of the Pokemon community, but I do think it's going to have a good community. Like, you know how Pokemon Go has a outstanding community till this day? And I believe Pokemon Go was released back in 2016. And you know what? That there's still people playing in 2020. I was surprised that people were still playing in 2019, dude. I started playing Pokemon Go back in 2019 for like maybe like a month or two. I relogged to my account. I think I was like level 28, 29. And then I leveled up to like level 31, 32. And then I stopped playing again. But dude, in that 1 to 2 month period that I re-entered to playing Pokemon Go, dude, there were still so many people playing Pokemon Go, dude. I took down a gym. I wasted like so much resources. 20 minutes later, boom, the freaking gym that I took down by like, I believe it was the Team Mystic, Team Blue. I'm Team Instinct. Team Instinct for life, dude. Team Yellow, man. Team Yellow, but yeah. It is going to have a big impact to many people out there. Pokemon Unite. We'll never know. Whenever it releases, we'll see how it does. Alright, let's get to the next topic, which is going to be Halo Infinite. They did put out a 1-minute teaser audio log, which pretty much confirms that Brutes are going to be making a somewhat of a return. Maybe as a bad guy, maybe as a villain slash, there you go, villain slash bad guy, probably the same thing. But yeah, this is the first Halo Infinite teaser that 343 Industries has shown us, and to be honest, kind of hyped. I am kind of hyped, even though it was just an audio log, but it did give some lore, which is a bit interesting because we still don't know if Halo Infinite is a reboot or a continuation of Halo 5. I think there has been some confirmation that Halo Infinite is like a slight reboot of the entire series, but we did get our first teaser of Halo Infinite, which trended on Twitter, obviously. But yeah, dude, Halo Infinite, dude. First teaser. We are gonna see the game next month, which is next month is like in 7 days. We are gonna get the first, hopefully the first gameplay release demo or whatever they have to show us for the Microsoft Xbox Inside Xbox presentation, which is just going to be showcasing their first party studios. They still haven't announced which day it's exactly going to be, but I know there's so many questions out there. Is Halo going to go back to its roots? Is Halo going to go back to its roots? And honestly, I feel like it is, and it's not at the same time. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't think they're going to throw away whatever they built from Halo 4 and Halo 5, even though that's probably the most controversial Halo games that Xbox has from the new studio 343 Industries. Obviously, it's not Bungie. Bungie made Halo 1 to Halo 3 with ODST Reach. But yeah, I don't think 343 Industries is ready to like fully go back to what Bungie has created in this Halo franchise. But you know what? I'm just ready for them to surprise us. Whoever the main protagonist is, I know it's like a key feature right now that we are going to have Master Chief back as a playable character, but they did have Agent Locke from Halo 5 / spoilers. If you haven't played Halo 5, obviously we don't play as Master Chief for the majority of the game. We don't play as Master Chief as the majority of the game, but is Halo Infinite gonna bring back Halo back to the hype train that it once had from Halo 1 to Halo 2 and then the big boy of Halo 3? I don't know. I feel like they're going to keep some of the same gameplay from Halo 4 and Halo 5 and implement some stuff from Halo 1, Halo 2, or even Halo 3. I think their best bet of combat is going to be a mixture of Halo 3 and Halo 5. Obviously, they could just throw everything out the window. They could do whatever they want. But what did we get from this teaser? A 1-minute audio log that pretty much presents some lore from the Halo universe, teasing that brutes are going to be making them return. And to be honest, I don't know. If it's just that, and we don't have the Flood, we don't have the Prometheans, I don't know. It's weird. It's like a weird combination. Do they go back to the reboot series? Do they reboot the whole game like God of War? Or are they going to continue the path that they did with Halo 5? Which I think they did confirm in some weird interview. I'm not sure what the interview is, but they did confirm that this is like a somewhat of a sequel to Halo 5. I gotta research. I gotta do the research again on it. But yeah, Halo Infinite teaser, 1-minute audio log. What do we expect to see them from the Xbox event in July? I think they just gotta show the same thing they did with Halo 5. Just show a campaign mission. Show the Chief jump off a Pelican, his assault rifle, a pistol, and just raw gameplay for like 5 to 10 minutes. 5 minutes will pretty much be like the minimum amount that they could show without being a disappointment. Even though missions is usually about 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, dude, Halo Infinite, it's still confirmed for holiday. But is it going to make holiday is another question that we still don't have the answer to. But you know what? Whatever they announced in the Xbox event in July, hopefully they bring with some good juicy Halo Infinite news. Because obviously this Halo Infinite teaser that went up yesterday, Wednesday, of this 1 minute audio log trended, dude. It trended. I haven't seen Halo trend ever since they first revealed Halo Infinite, dude. It's been a while since Halo has trended because so many people are like, you know what? Halo has died from Halo 4, man. Even though Halo 4 is probably my most personal favorite. Even though Halo 4 is my most personal favorite of the series, even though I'm probably going to get some hate about that right now. But yeah, Halo 4 is personally, to me, my favorite game of the franchise. I don't know, for some reason, it's like the most game that made a connection to me. I'm not sure if it's like the more free time that I had is why I connected with this game so much of Halo 4. But to be honest, Halo Infinite, whatever they show, I'm just ready for it, dude. I'm just ready for some Halo Infinite news. Hopefully, it's not too long, too far off long. If it's at I don't think that's at the end of July. I'm pretty sure we'll get some Halo news in probably the second week of July, second or third week of July. But yeah. And with that, we have went through all the topics that we have for you this week. Let me see. We talked about Smash Brothers DLC Min Min. We talked about Crash Bandicoot 4 a little bit. We talked about Pokemon Presents for a little bit. And we talked about Halo Infinite teaser for a little bit. I know I said I recorded this at 10 p.m. PST on 6/25. They did announce a new Cyberpunk 77. A new gameplay trailer, but to be honest, I know so many people are hyped for this game, but for me personally, it's not on my radar. I'll probably pick it up when it's on discount. To be honest, I'll probably pick it up when it's like on a $20 discount. I know so many people are excited for this game. CD Projekt Red, good game developer. Probably like one of the most honest game developers out there. But yeah, that's going to be it for this first episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys somehow survived the whole train wreck of this blabbering of the first episode of the AgentZy Podcast, thank you guys so much for tuning in, dude. I know this is like a super short episode of a podcast. I know most podcasts are like about at least over an hour long. At least over an hour long. And this episode's probably going to be like around 40 to 45 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us in the first episode of the AgentZy Podcast. Like I said, I'll try to see if I can have some guests on so we can probably have a better discussion than just me talking about everything else. But you know what? We'll see, man. If you guys have any comments to leave in this video, make sure to leave the comments down below. We will answer any comments. We will highlight any comments that have I don't know, you know what, some interest in everything, in whatever you guys want to talk about. But yeah, I gotta have a better way to end this episode. I gotta have a better way to end this episode. But you know what? Episode 1. Not every first episode of a new series is gonna be a banger. I know there are some bangers out there that do like hook you into it. But you know what? I promise that the AgentZy Podcast will get better each week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode on YouTube. We will try to work on our way to the Apple Podcast servers, to Spotify, but for at the moment, we are just going to be uploading these podcast episodes on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week here on Friday for the next episode of the AgentZy Podcast. Take care, you guys, and have a good one.